Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the owner of Venter Belgarum Associates. We're a tax and business advisory practice based in Perth. Before I started working with Darren, we had a lack of capacity. I was incredibly stressed and we were in serious struggle street. We needed to make a big change and we needed to make it quickly. We needed to increase fees and I had no idea how to do it without losing clients. We were absolutely terrified of making that change and negatively impacting the business later on. So in my desperation, one night went Googling to try and find someone who could coach us through what I knew we needed to do. And I booked a call with Darren at about 11 o'clock on a Sunday night. And he rang me the Monday morning and we had a long conversation. And I felt that what he was saying was too good to be true. I was afraid to believe it could work. I ended up ringing Darren about 6 weeks later. So we joined the program in the May and we brought in our fee increase in the July, and at the end of July I rang Darren and I said, "You're right, it's worked," and was absolutely ecstatic, and so was he. He wasn't at all pushy. He really understood where we were at, what our pain points were, why we were struggling, what our mindset was like, why we were afraid, why we were having problems increasing the fees with our clients, and the kind of pushback that we thought that we would get. And he really helped us to overcome that. He really helped us to see that it was a mindset issue and that we could do this, and he handheld us all the way through. The content is absolutely brilliant, and in fact it's so good that I got my senior accountant Alyssa to actually sit in and listen to it as well, and it's really helped our confidence for the two of us dealing with our clients and dealing with the changes that need to be made. The implementation side of things took less time than I expected, but more time than I had originally envisaged. But you need to spend the time on your business to do that. It's really fundamentally important. Darren will help you do as much as he can, but you have to do the finishing touches yourself. And the CRM is brilliant because once everything's in there, it deals with it all for you. You don't actually have to do anything. And they make it incredibly easy. All the training is there. Everything is there to handhold you every step of the way. There is absolutely no way we could have implemented everything without the CRM. It would just be far too much work on an ongoing basis to be able to do it all yourself. So from the 1st of July, we increased our fees across the board by 20%. We are a lot more comfortable with knowing what our clients want and how they want it delivered now compared to previous to using Darren and the Petrie method. Our conversion rate is much higher. We were previously only receiving referrals from people that we knew, whereas we're now receiving referrals from outside of the people that we know. So our conversion rate on those types of referrals has increased significantly. And because our confidence is much higher, we are far more clear and far more confident in our delivery and being choosy with the types of clients that we want. With my firstborn child, I had perhaps 2 days off work and I was back signing tax returns in hospital ready to go, and that was 2 or 3 years previous to using the Petrie method. I was pregnant when I first started the program and had my daughter a month or so after we first brought in the fee increase, and I was able to have 3 weeks off where I didn't touch the business whatsoever. Everything ticked along without me at all, and that in large part comes down to the Petrie method because we had improved our systems and processes to a point where I wasn't needed for 3 weeks. It was absolutely bliss. Working with them is absolutely fabulous. We are aiming to double our revenue in 2023, and we couldn't do it without the systems and processes being brought in with the CRM and the Petrie method and Darren's ongoing support and guidance. I actually think that all accounting practices should follow the Petrie method. I think that there is something that is trained out of us when we are graduating and going through our postgraduate development and training that drives out our ability and our confidence. And over years of clients pushing back on fees and pushing back on how we do business, we actually don't realise how far down that rabbit hole we go of not believing in ourselves. And so having these mindset videos and having someone tell us that we are worth the training that we have and we are worth doing what we're doing is absolutely fabulous, and I would recommend them to everybody and say you have to do this.